we made some significant progress yesterday. We weren't perfect, but we were close to it. 3 wins from 4 games in the month of January, and we were able to get ourselves a couple of good pre-contract signings for next season too. We've 5 games in the month of February. Exeter at home, Oldham away, Forest Green at home, Swindon away, and Macclesfield at home. Exeter, a side that we played in the playoffs last season and just able to get past them. This year we lost by 2-0. I would like payback for that result. So I will be playing Exeter at the beginning. We'll sim the 1 midweek against Oldham. And then I'll probably do what I did yesterday actually. Play 1, sim 2, play 2. And then hopefully we can continue our rise up the table. We're slightly lower than we could have been. We lost our last game yesterday. If we'd have won it, we could have been up in 16th. And we have a game in hand as well. Because we did have an extra game scheduled for January, but it got moved to the very end of the season against Ipswich Town. Not that I expect to win that game, but if, it is still a big if, we can perform as well as we did yesterday in every episode between now and the end of the season, the playoffs are still probably a possibility. But we are going to have to be at our absolute best between now and the end of the season. Rotation is key. George Maris has dropped from the starting lineup. Conceição is into the 11 at Cam as we changed the formation yesterday. Only slightly, but enough to give us actually some positive results. So I hope to continue that today if we can. The 4-1-2-1-2 wide worked for us yesterday. I have, thanks to Sparring DK, I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. Definitely enjoy his content if you enjoy RTG style of career modes. We've changed Cano's position. It still says CDM there, but I definitely changed it with the live editor to say to be CDM and centre back, and it hasn't loaded. Let me try that again. There we go, that's better. CDM and centre back now for Eusebio Cano. We will be playing him continually at centre back. I've also altered the skill moves for Ethan Clark, so he now has 3-star skills, not 1. And we've also done the same for Adabia, or Abadia, sorry. And he now has 3-star skill moves, not 1. I think anyone that we scout that has 1-star skills, we will just default and give 3. Obviously keepers, it doesn't matter. So moving forward then today, we start with Exeter. We'll go to the pre-match press conference and hopefully get ourselves some boosts in confidence. I had to reload the save, so that's why we're going back through this one again. Won't be easy, but it never is. And then we will do our best as always. The same questions as before, given the same answers as before. And hopefully now, 3 points against Exeter. Exeter, along with ourselves, still having an underwhelming second season. They aren't anywhere near the playoffs, as we aren't anywhere near the playoffs this year. Changes in their team, though. No Dean Moxey on this occasion. Don't know where he is for them. But wait and see if we can pick up where we left off yesterday. Well, I say pick up where we left off. We left off with a defeat against Scunthorpe. Pick up where we started yesterday. We started yesterday's episode, and to be fair, the episode before that, with victories. So more of the same, please. A win in game number 1 would be brilliant. And hopefully this time we can keep it going throughout the entirety of the episode, not just the opening few games, especially considering we've got 1 extra game in there today than we did yesterday. Colin should win this foot race and does so. Unfortunately, his attempted pass is poor though. But Ngoy was on fire yesterday. Admittedly, not as big a fire as he could have been. There were a couple of chances that he should have put away that he didn't. But his first goal particularly was very, very good. So looking to build on that again today too. Trying to get the ball away from the danger area here as well. Richardson always dangerous to play against out wide. And Leon Davis has done just enough there. We'll try and commit the defender and look for Ngoy. He has the space to get into. No need Ep8 to arrive here and support, which he has done. Oh, it's a matey. No, it's Conceição that the ball falls to. And Ngoy gets it back and Dickinson gets a block in. That's really annoying. That should have been 1-0 there. Ball pumped forward from the keeper's kick. Brown does well to win it. I'm going to try and get to the second ball as well. He's done well to win that too. Ep8 around the corner to Ngoy. Some space to get into. Look through there for Ep8. Oh, he's well offside. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I played the extra pass. I saw him go offside, and my brain still pressed the button. It wasn't even close to being onside. Still, positive movement from Conceição in that cam roll, trying to get me involved defensively here, and fouling the man in the process. Cross here to Ngoy. Unfortunately, Leon Davis is a little bit too far away, but Dominic Brown's made a great run, and he's in the box, but he's missed the target. Brilliant movement from the centre mid. Oh, he's been one of the best youngsters that we've had in this save so far, but missing the target there wildly. Law across to Martin, in there to Bowman, and Martin again drops the shoulder nicely. Ayoze, strike from Bowman, but it's comfortable enough for Mitov. Decent effort, but comfortably saved. But that's the best chance Exeter have had of the half. 0-0 at half time. Sparks into Law. Looking to start the second half off strong here. Exeter, nice tackle by Cano. Did really well. Out there to Leon Davis and forward to Ngoy. Davis is going to keep that run going. And he's in behind. We haven't had a single shot on target yet, but that might be about to change. Oh, Ep8 actually takes control of the ball. Well, we have had a shot on target, but unfortunately, easy enough for the keeper to deal with. Oh, can you get to that Conceição? No, I'm going to take him off his stamina. Look how much more tired he is. I'm training his stamina, but I'm just worried that it's not going to be enough. But his stamina is just going to completely nullify his ability to be any good, really. And the fact that he's not able to play that much football for me, like I'm substituting him out after 60 minutes each game, it's going to affect his dynamic potential as well. So I think he might be just a dud, unfortunately, and a player that we sell on and look to replace. It's just, we're going to have to concentrate our Scout Future Star efforts on Cano. Oh, what a save by Mitov. We'll get rid of this, please. That's easily the best chance of the game so far for either side. And Exeter really should be 1-0 up here. They'll kick themselves for missing that, especially if we know, go at the other end and score ourselves. But awful pass. Absolutely woeful pass from Leon Davis. And that, unfortunately, has killed our attack. Get rid, please. Collins, that was shit, mate. Williams, I'll have that, thank you. Corner for Exeter. Trying to stop Exeter from going 1-0 up here. I would be relatively happy with a point after losing 2-0 to them earlier on in the season. But we know that they're a team that we can beat. So, to not... Oh, no. Very nearly. Very nearly. Clean connection from the Exeter man there on the edge of the box. And it's not far wide at all. They've made a change now. Dodd on for Martin. There's not much time left to go in this game. Just 15 minutes or so. Looking for Abadia here. And Samir Carruthers has made a good run. And Ngoy could look for him around the corner. Get that back to Abadia. Onto his stronger right foot. Oh, but a good save by Maxted. Denies us an opening goal of this game. We'll whip the corner in with Ep8. It's delivered well. It's going to come back out to Ep8 here. Try and keep it in play if we can. Whip towards the back post. The keeper's tipped it away. Can Hannon get to that first? Looks like Atangana's going to have the legs for it. And does. Oh, and Hannon can't quite keep it in. 10 to go. That's the closest we've come to a goal so far in this game. Down the line to Sparks. Got options. One of which is to burst past Dominic Brown and then whip a very dangerous ball in. Thankfully, Lewis Page is underneath it. And at the second attempt, we clear. The first attempt should have made its way out, but never mind. Kyle Noyle is actually making a decent run on the right-hand side. I'll get it inside quickly there to Hannon, who's made a lovely ball into Ngoy and made a secondary run as well. Hannon does get the ball to his feet, but his touch lets him down. That's the difference between a win and a draw. One first touch. If he gets that under control, we probably tuck that home. It's to be a 0-0 draw against Exeter. Some frustrating opportunities passed us by in that game, and unfortunately it's only a point. But it is an improvement on what we had earlier on in the season against Exeter, which was a 2-0 defeat. So we are making the right positive moves and looking better than we were. Maris, I'll say I'm fully responsible. I might give George Maris a chance at Cam in the next game. Although actually we're going to sim a couple of games now, aren't we? So we'll sim them, and then I'll play Maris in the next played game in that Cam role, and we'll see if we can actually get him to perform. And I think Conceição might be on his way out sooner rather than later. We might wait till he grows a little bit more before selling him. Some interest has been shown in Jack Rolls as well, which is quite frustrating because I don't have the finances to bring him in at this particular moment in time. But I mean, maybe he gets more first team football away from Tottenham and then grows to a point where we can buy him later in the save. Again, I'm going to reject offers for George Maris at this present moment. Conceição is going to be the guy that I look to move on, if anyone, from my central midfield group of players. Although, at the minute, I'm quite happy to keep him for the time being, but he might not start. We put him into the starting lineup as you guys asked for it, but he just hasn't had a positive impact really. Abadia with a goal again in a simulated game. He got one in a played game against Scunthorpe yesterday as well, but unfortunately we lost that game by 3-1. Are we going to get victory here away from home against Oldham? 5 to go. Yes, we are. Abadia again. He's looking like he's going to be earning himself a start sooner rather than later. Or not put him into the starting lineup for this next game though, because he's still not at full fitness from that last game. But I think after this game against... What? Oh! What? Your next opponent doesn't have enough players to play the match. This means they're forfeiting and you'll be awarded a 3-0 win. That has never happened to me before. I've seen plenty of people tweet me it, but that's never happened to me before. Forest Green, and they've sent me an email. Apologies. Wow. Injuries, I can actually check and see what their injury list looks like. So Forest Green. A goalkeeper and a striker, and that's it. How small is their squad to have not been able to deal with just 2 injuries? Surely, I mean, there's more than enough players. How on earth have they had to forfeit that game? I'll take the 3 points. Thank you. That puts me in 13th. We're almost in the top half, and with our game in hand, could close further on that top half. We kind of actually does look like the top half are a step above the bottom half. There's 4 points between us and 12th, but you go 4 points backwards and you're down in 20th. So we are best of the bottom half, and hopefully can push further towards the top half with the next game. Well, I'm going to put Abadia into the starting lineup ahead of Adebayo, as Ngoy has been the man of late to be the most frequent goal scorer for us. But we'll play Swindon, a loan offer for George Maris now. Put Maris into the starting lineup. We'll play Swindon, and then I can't remember who it was at the end of the month. Who do we have last? Macclesfield. Swindon and Macclesfield. Well, if we can get 6 points from these 2 games, we are in a wonderful position moving forward. Abadia, you can go in for Adebayo as well. Let's see what we can do in the played second game. Owen Doyle up top for Swindon again. Kane Woolery was good against us last time we played Swindon. I don't think we've beaten them yet in this save, have we? I don't think so. Isgrove on the right-hand side. Good player again. In the away kit for the first time in a little while, actually. I don't think we've played in this kit for a couple of episodes. I tend to favour the amber home kit, because obviously that's what I'm wearing on Facecam. We will have a 3rd kit for next season, though, as you would have seen from the vote that you voted on Twitter. We do have a 3rd kit on the way as well, which will be a black kit, or mainly black kit. So we'll have amber and black, blue and white, and I said decent delivery. Oh, and Ngoy couldn't get there. And a black 3rd kit as well for season 3. Those kits will come into effect obviously when we reach that 3rd season, but for now we're going to continue on with this 2nd season. Oh, and hope hope to high heaven that we can close the gap on those above us. We're flying at the minute, winning most of our games now rather than losing most of our games. We'll see if we can follow up with another victory here. Can we pop this around about the penalty spot? Yes, we can. Can Ngoy win that header? Yes, he can. Yep, Derek Ray said it well enough. Easy save. Free kick for Swindon. Doyle lofts it forward. Can we get to that? No. Woolery knocks it down nicely to Friars. Palmer. Oh, well done, George. That was nicely done. Cut out nicely. And Ep8 trying to brush past Reed, but can't do it. Oh, and that could have gone anywhere. Unfortunately for me, it's gone straight to a Swindon defender. Could have been sent through one-on-one there if that had fallen kindly to the right man. Hunt with a turn. I can't get there. Here's Hunt again. Waiting for a ball inside. Nothing yet. There we are. Don Brown cuts out nicely. Forward we can come. Leon Davis on the right-hand side. He's probably going to be the next man that we replace in the starting lineup with regards a new signing. I could really do with some better wingers or more winger options. Oh, Maris is in the box. And he scored. George Maris into the starting lineup at Cam ahead of Conceição in that number 10 role and proving that perhaps he still has a part to play in this save. Lovely ball to him from Abadia and tucked away well under pressure from the defender. Defender had one bite of the apple, tried again and wiped him out after the shot had come in. Big throw himself to the ground there from George. 1-0 Cambridge in the 29th minute. Maybe George Maris could yet be an integral member of his first team squad. Win that header. Oh, Collins just threw himself at that. Maris will get this short there to Brown. Davis is making moves on the far side, but I will actually try and still go central. Nicely to Maris. Through there is Abadia. Turns well. Brown. Oh, it wasn't meant for you, Ngoy, but you've got it. So let's get it in here to Brown. Oh, and swing and miss the ball. Keep that in. Hayes does well. Options in the middle here. Maris quickly forward to Abadia. That was meant for Brown. Why are all my passes not going where I want them to? Oh, still time. Still time to get a second in this first half. I'll look for Ngoy and try and throw it over the Swindon man, which has failed miserably. All right. 1-0. Here's Don Brown. Maris next to me there. Abadia's down the line. Ngoy's made that run and we'll look for him round the corner. And he get it back inside to a teammate. Good strength shown. That might fall. Free for Maris, who's won the challenge. Oh, and the shot is terrible from George Maris. Ngoy going off and Harvey Nibbs coming on in his place. And Ep8 going off and Harrison Dunk coming on at left mid as opposed to left back where he played the majority of last season. Try and get him involved. He's had some offers come in for him throughout the course of this season. Harrison Dunk, but I've elected to keep him at the club for the time being. Maris across to Brown. Look through there, trying to find Harvey Nibbs, but can't find the pass. Get to that first, please. Well done, Kyle. Well done, Kyle. Oh my God, Khan is just relentless. Would not give up on that. Doty to Isgrove. Swindon have had decent chances in this game to get themselves an equaliser, but Mitov, as of yet, not really forced into a meaningful save. Through the gap there, Isgrove into the middle. Cano wins the header. Needed all 6'5" of him there to get rid of that. Khan to deliver the ball into the middle, and we shall try and get rid of it again. Lewis Page away only as far as Palmer. Down to Reed, and that was terrible from Reed. Swindon fail again at trying to get themselves an equaliser. Still 1-0 with 10 minutes between us and another set of very important 3 points. This is ominous from Swindon. Khan lines it up. Mitov with the save. Decent effort. Maris going off and Conceição coming on in his place. Flicked on header. Oh! Keeper at full strength, but it does go wide. Oh, 5 minutes to hold on. Swindon have been putting the pressure on in the latter stages of this second half. Oh, am I going to get lucky there? Can Abadia get to this? Oh, very nearly. Both sides could quite easily have scored more than one goal in this game. How Swindon haven't scored at all is beyond me. How we've only scored one, I'm not really too sure either. Lovely little back heel from Hope, and they might be scoring one here. Doyle, well blocked by Collins. Trying so hard to keep hold of this clean sheet and get 3 points away from home. Ball delivered in. Away by Nibs, who will chase down his clearance and look to win it back again. Hartigan into the box. Doyle just keeps possession. It was the right thing to do there. Hartigan back to Hope. Reed into the middle. No! Owen Doyle couldn't have put it more wide if he tried. And we survive the Swindon onslaught and will take 3 points. Thank you, George Maris. Against the run of play, you would have said for the whole game, although the majority of their chances came in that last 30-minute spell. But they pushed to get themselves that goal, and we stood firm. Our defence was rock solid. Block after block, save after save, we held on to that 3 points. We were more prepared, we were more determined, and we get the win. Closes us up to within 2 points now, Gillingham above us. Some players are unhappy with their playtime. It is getting to the point where it is going to be difficult to keep everybody happy. We've got players that... Basically, I think I need to renegotiate some contracts and lower their expectations with their squad role, because we've got too many players that are on important or crucial, and I'm just not able to keep up with their expected level of playtime. Can we, though, end the episode strong? I expect more from you, Abadir. Let's keep this run going. The board say we're not on track financially. We won't be on track financially, to be honest. Now, I'm going to start Adebayo in the next one. Maris has earned his start, and nobody else really impressed off the bench yet. So we shall crack on. It's Macclesfield Town in the next one. A transfer offer for Conceição, 2.3. Oh, he's not been good, but he could grow more. I'm gonna continue to reject. I'm gonna give him time to potentially grow, to hopefully grow. Please, Conceição, please grow to the point where you're actually usable. Cracking on then. Macclesfield Town at home. Another win, maybe? And then the mighty Macclesfield. Reece Charles Cook in goal for them. Nahua up top alongside Donovan Wilson. I think they're playing a 4-back. I might be mistaken. I am. It's a 5-back. Wilson and Nahua are the two up top, though. Hamlin in the midfield. He played well against us last time we played Macclesfield. I remember that. Well, we're having another strong episode with regards to results. We need to be as strong as this for the remainder of the season to stand any chance of getting towards those playoff places. But if we can at least end this... I just want to end the season strong regardless, whether it gets us a playoff place or not. Because if we don't get a playoff place, but we can keep up this level of performance and these kind of results, then we will get promotion next year and it won't be as much of an issue for us. Still been frustrated with how the majority of this season has gone. Abadir just going to try and turn away from the man that's with me there and then use the support of Brown. Maris is here short and we'll get it out wide. No point rushing things and losing the ball, he says, as he plays the ball through an open gap and has it intercepted, and then Leon Davis can't do something similar through, even though the ball was probably closer to him than it was to their striker. Here's Hamlin. Go on, Brown. Yes, I'm really enjoying using Dominic Brown in the midfield. He's been so good. Abadir, make me a run, please, mate. Maris, not that to Brown. Adebayo. Oh, so close to getting that through to Brown. Very nearly. We're playing well here. But we could get caught on the counter. We can't take anything for granted. We can't get complacent and feel like we're back to last season's best. Wilson to Hamlin. Give me that. Good tackle by Page. Fired quickly forward to Abadir. Maris, make me run, please, Victor. Looking for Abadir again. There's so much space up wide for Lewis Page here. If we can find a decent delivery, we could get a goal. It is a decent delivery. It was whipped in really dangerously at the near post there. Trying to get there first with Brown and can't, but he will get to... No, he won't. He didn't lock onto the ball. Cheers then. Thanks, game. Oh, he would have got there first if he'd actually locked onto the ball and the game allowed him to take a first touch. Jesus. You do everything right sometimes and it still goes against you. Another pass through a big gap that's intercepted frustratingly. Kyle, come on. Strong possession play in the opening 25 minutes. Just missing that final ball or final finish. Out wide. Brown's there again. Maris is in the middle with options around him. Abadia is there. And we use that acceleration. Oh, he goes down and he's in the box. The penalty's given. I don't know what Abadia's strength is, actually. I don't think it's the worst. But it's a penalty given against Kalea. Just got the acceleration on the outside. I don't know, it's frustration. I think, actually, the first contact's outside the box. It's then the shirt tug that sends him to ground. Just out of curiosity, what is Abadia's strength? Only 55. He's not the tallest. He's 5'10". Wow, his acceleration is 95. He is flying up. I've not even trained his acceleration, I don't think. And it was 90 last time I looked, and it was 87 when we bought him. What the hell is going on with him? He's cracked. He's going to be incredible. Maris is up to 66 as well, actually, I've just noticed. Well, Adebayo is on the pen. And he could do with a goal to boost his confidence and boost my confidence in his goal-scoring abilities. Oh! Not exactly where I aimed it. More in the corner than I wanted to risk it. But into the corner it went. Cambridge 1, Macclesfield 0. Finally, our dominance in this game pays off. Inside nicely. Wilson again. Svensson. Oh, Brown stepped in nicely. And Adebayo has the space to run into here. It's not the best of through balls, though, from Don Brown. Adebayo looking to send Adebayo around the outside. Teammate arriving. No, it was meant for Maris. It's gone to Noyle. It will still find Maris. And he'll still score. Oh, yes! The promotion push is back on. Cambridge 2, Macclesfield 0. Disappointing not to get it to Maris first time, but we worked it around well. The keeper got a big hand to that, but couldn't keep it out. Oh, my God. This is what we should have been doing all season long. Game on. Let's go. Wilson to Nahua. This could be 2-1. It's a hell of a finish from Wilson. It is 2-1. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. There's going to be one hell of a competitive second half coming up. Quick 1-2 with Nahua. And that is a hell of a finish. Did the keeper get something on that as well? It might have just been my eyes not catching right. I think he got something on that. Did he? No. It just moved away from him the entire time. 2-1 as we approach half-time. Well, oh, cheers then. We thought this was dead and buried before half-time. We could not have been more wrong. It's 2-1. We could be more wrong. They could score a second. Aha! Let's not let that happen, shall we? Wilson, their goal scorer. I love that. Oh, Brown. Dominating the midfield again here. Options out wide. Kyle Noyle pushed forward from right back. There's Adebayo. I've got Abadia with me. We'll go back to Adebayo here, who looks to spin and will take the free kick. Overly physical there from the defender. Do I go for... This one's a little bit further out. I'll give it another go with a matey with a free kick like this. No, he's hit the wall again. Definitely taking those short next time. I said that last time, but I thought I'd give him one more chance. And now on the counter, we might concede. We still could, despite getting in the way of that pass. Thankfully, Collins picks that off, and Noyle loses out to Wilson. Oh, I read that, but still couldn't get there. McCourt, forward to Fletcher. Here's Svensson. No! Ah! There comes their equaliser. There goes the potential 3 points for us. Shit. Right. Adebayo for Ngoy. Dunk on the right, I think, for Davies. We're going to have to go again. Oh, so much of that move could have been avoided. Balls! Macclesfield have equalised. Fair play to them. Out to Dunk. Ngoy's there. Abadia's there. Oh, it's a great first touch. Abadia! Oh, well blocked by Horsfall. And anywhere will do for them defensively now. I can't quite believe that they were able to get a block on that. I thought Aberdeen had the legs to get around him. Not this short. Look for Aberdeen. Use that acceleration again. Another good block. And Aberdeen again. Another block. That one was probably going wide though. We will keep possession. It'll fall to Ep8. Brown through. No, come on. Just because I hit it first time doesn't mean it has to be misplaced, does it? Oh, man. Ngoy. Oh, out-muscled and nudged off it, but we'll find him again. Ngoy! No, off the bar! Oh, we're not meant to get 3 points in this one, are we? I can't believe it. As if. Oh, I thought for a minute it was... Oh, that was me trying to do a stand tackle. I thought for a minute the Macclesfield man was just going to run onto it. 10 minutes to go. And Ngoy couldn't have come closer to giving us a winning goal. We should really have won this game. We still could win this game. We'll send Ngoy away again. He's in behind. Ngoy! Good save by Reece Charles-Cook. Oh, my God. I'm going to call someone short. Whipping it into the box hasn't really worked for me so far this season. Back to Dunk. Oh, it's Cano. Oh, and he's tripped. Should that be a foul? He certainly should have showed better strength there. 5-1. Wow, Ipswich are destroying Morecambe. Battering them. Yes, Dunk. Oh, I can't believe it. We're going to draw this game, aren't we? It's going to be a 2-2 draw when we were 2-0 up at half-time. No, 2-1 up at half-time and 2-0 up until just before the half-time whistle. Great time to score for them. Oh, my God. Don't even think about it. We'll punt this looking for Ngoy. I'm going to try and win this header. He's won it well, but it's only gone as far as Svensson. Oh, if anyone's going to score now, it will be Macclesfield. There's not enough time for a counter-attack, but I don't think there's going to be enough time for them either, unless, don't even think about it. Get out. 2-2 against Macclesfield. It could have been so much better. It should have been so much better. Oh, we should have won that game. I'm annoyed at myself for letting them get back into it. Oh. They're the sort of games you've got to win, Ches, if you want to still get into the playoffs. Fuck. Oh, it's a pain in the arse. I'm kicking myself. Literally. The lads gave it their all. Oh, it's my fault. 2 very strong. We should have won is what I'll say, because we should have won. You can't be 2-0 up and not get yourself a victory. It's just not good enough. We're still 13th. We could have been on 50 points and within 2 points of the 2 teams above us. We're still best of the rest in the bottom half, but what is the gap? It's still only 8 points and we still have 10 games to go. Still very much doable, but we are going to have to make sure that we win games like that Macclesfield one rather than draw them. Oh man, that's a missed opportunity. And that missed opportunity might be the difference between us still getting promotion or challenging for promotion and not getting it. Aberdeen out for 2 months with a training injury. That could be the difference between us getting promotion and not getting promotion as well. Just when we have a leading light up top, he's out. Piss. Well, we've got 5 games again, I think, in March. Yes, we do. Walsall, Morecambe, Port Vale, Plymouth and Salford. And we will play those games tomorrow. Please let us still qualify for the playoffs. It would be one of the biggest turnarounds we've ever had if we are able to do it. The road to recovery is underway, but it is not complete yet. I'll see you tomorrow.